Welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to start the Advent beer calendar, if you want to say that, from Bell's. This was just released. I wasn't sure which beers were in there. They did give a teaser back in November about it, late November. But I just wasn't sure. I did pick it up. Now there are 24 beers from the picture you guys saw. And we're just going to go through them. Now, some of them I've already reviewed, so I will not be reviewing them again. Like this first one, so this is December 1st, and the first one is part of their Leaves of Grass series. This is O Captain, My Captain. This is a Black India style pale lager. Steve and I just did this one, and I will link to that. We're actually not going to review it as in the title. I figured I would just give more of a channel update and what we're going to look forward to in 2020. In case you didn't see that review, this was packaged on 9/9/2019, 5.5% ABV. So I'm just going to go ahead and open it, and then we will start talking about what's coming up on the channel. But I think it's cool that Bell's is doing this. Now, I wish it was done a tiny bit different, as I was hoping for it to be almost like you would stand it, because it's just a big box of 24 beers. I wish they made it so you could stand it on its side and that you could actually reach in there and pull one out, where the 1 through 24, it's just a piece of paper laid there. So I did look at all of them. I know what's coming up. But yeah, I just wish they would have did it a little bit more. They did sell out. I think they started selling these last Tuesday, I believe. And by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, they already sold out. But supposedly there's going to be more on Black Friday. So obviously it's going to be too late since today is the 1st. So you're not going to be able to pick this up. But okay, so let's go ahead and just smell a tiny bit. Like I said, I don't want to review this, but we can kind of, I guess, do a little review on it. More lager cracker smell, clean cracker smell, maybe a little bit of roasted malt in there. Let's just go ahead and drink. Yeah, I think because I don't know how old the review was that we did, but this one, I think more of that roasted malt is coming out since it's 2 months old, let's say, almost 3 months. But yeah, still a good taste. So channel updates. So I'm hoping to push more homebrew videos. I will still be doing craft beer reviews, but I want to focus more on the home brewing side. Now that I have the Anvil Foundry, I want to do some stuff with that and keep going with the smash beers, the 2-hop beers, 3-hop, 4-hop, stuff like that. I did recently just finish up the first 22 hop beers. I actually did the video with all 20 of them. So I reviewed all 20 of them at once, which you guys will see soon. Also, because there's 24 beers in this Bell's Advent calendar, there will be 2 reviews per day. So there will be a Bell's beer review, then a standard one, more than likely homebrewing. But like I said, I did do a review on all 20 of them. I went a little fast because it is a longer video, but I wanted to do that just to see how it went. I also posted that on Facebook, and some people were saying, you know, it would be cool to do it this way, or I think one person said use 20 different yeasts. And that is one thing that I do want to start using more of, is different yeast, just to see what happens. So probably the first of the year, somewhere around there, I'm going to start making starters, larger starters, and start collecting that and start ramping up all these small batches. Most of them will be small batches, but you guys will also be seeing the first all grain beer making on the foundry. And I actually made a 5 gallon batch, over 5 gallons, and I actually split it into 5 1 gallon carboys and dry hopped with different hops. And I want to do that more because it's almost easier. Yes, the brew day is a little longer, but I can make 5 beers while making just 1 beer. Usually these small batch beers take me about 2.5 hours, and I do 2 or 3 a day on the weekends. But the funny part about that is I'm running out of bottles, and I don't want to keep buying more because I've switched some to only being in the carboy a week or 10 days, if that. And by doing that, that means I have to bottle sooner so I can make more beer sooner, but I also have to have that many more bottles. So I'm still playing around with that, but it looks like going forward for a lot of these like IPAs, pale ales, maybe New England IPAs, I will just let them go a week, then I will bottle them. But I also want to know what you guys want to see too. So technically, in my next 2 hop big series coming up, I was going to do, I believe it was Amarillo and Citra. So that would play along with the Cascade and Centennial that I did for the first 20 batches. So the second 20 batches would be Amarillo and Citra. Also, as I'm recording this, I'm also starting to work on some videos. I'm actually brewing right now for what bittering hops work best with late addition hops. So right now I've got a Warrior and I did Nugget. Both high alpha acid beers. Usually you hear more about Warrior being at that 60-minute mark, but with Nugget being a high alpha acid hop, you can also use that for bittering. So I'm going to make some batches with that and kind of compare them. And we'll get into that more once those are ready and come out. But yeast, you're going to see some videos soon using SO4 yeast on the Cascade and Centennial one. And it actually surprised me. I don't know how many people have actually made a side-by-side using like USO5 versus SO4. And it actually really surprised me. And I want to play around with SO4 more and see if I can find out what hops it might work better with. But yeah, so that's coming out. Craft beer wise, I am going to still pick it up. If Bell's keeps on putting out all these new beers, I will still pick them up. But I'm going to back off buying so many craft beers just because I'm putting more time and more effort into the home brewing side. But we will still have them just like this. I actually stopped a couple months ago, and Bell's just keeps on putting out all this beer. And then my local beer store, Hoffman Street Grocery, when I'm at work, has been getting in some good ones. So we'll just play it by ear. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let me know what kind of hops you guys want to see or what kind of beers. As I said in most of my other videos, I want to start small, light grain. I shouldn't say light grain, Bill. Just 1 or 2 grains, maybe 3, then a couple hops, and play with that for a while and see what we can come out with. Right now, at this moment, I do have 30 smash beers done. I have the 22 hop beers done. Then I also have 5 3-hop beers done. So, and I actually want to ramp it up even more. We'll see if that'll happen. because like I said, I run out of bottles quick, and I go to the homebrew store and I buy all they have. Then it seems like the next week I have to go back and get more, and they don't have them in, so I can't brew. So we're also going to start adding Golden Promise to some of these home brews, just to see what we can get out of them, and we'll go from there. I do want to bring back Maris Otter just to see if maybe something Steve did kind of messed it up, or why after the first month they went from the best beers down to the worst beers. But yeah, let me know what kind of grains, what kind of hops you guys want to see in a home brew. Also, if you have any beer suggestions of what you would like me to try and find, leave that down below, because I'm not going to abandon it. It's just I want to focus more on home brewing. That's why we started the channel. So we've been, I think it was June or July, I did start that. Going back, Steve and I did, and I want to keep at it. More homebrew product reviews will be coming. We're getting close to Christmas, so obviously I put a lot of homebrewing stuff on my list. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see anything. Go check out this review. Like I said, I'll put it in a card, and I'll put it in the comments below. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, happy brewing.